That was better on this side. I guess this side's dead. I'll probably all here. Well, tonight, the title of this message is called Number 2. And who can guess why it's called Number 2?
We have a number 2 pencil.
God, y'all are so smart. Can't get nothing past you guys. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start tonight by saying, when you buy a brand new pencil, nothing has been taken away from it yet.
Oh.
Just like when you were born. You had everything that you needed in life. When you were born, you didn't require anything. The only thing you required was a little blanket that the hospital gave you, and you were safe. So that's just like when you buy a brand new pencil. That's all you need. It's a brand new pencil. It don't require any extra stuff. It's just already the pencil. And everybody knows that you have a pencil and a sharpener in your bag.
Bowl.
Okay, your sharpener represents God. What does a sharpener do? Anybody want to answer that question?
Knows your pencil.
Okay, so in other words, it takes things off of your pencil, correct?
Yeah.
Is that not correct? Come
Yes.
on, y'all gotta talk.
Correct! It is
Alright,
correct.
that's what I like to hear. Okay, from a spiritual standpoint now, your pencil is acting as yourself, your body and your spirit, and the sharpener is acting as God. Okay? When you are born, you are completely dependent on your mother and father. It isn't until you begin to grow that you begin your story. Your story cannot begin without something being taken away. Now, some of you may be asking yourself, what can God take away from a baby? God doesn't always take away the physical things in life. Okay? So now what I want everybody to do, get your pencil and your sharpener and begin to sharpen your pencil, but please, guys, the bowl is for a very specific reason. Don't want to mess. Let all your shavings fall in the bowl, please. And get your pencil to where the graphite/lead is good enough to write.
He's
Graphite
super.
lead or something.
You know, some people are not really educated like
Michael. He said you and Michael. He brought us Dove
Yeah, I love y'all.
soap bars instead of chocolate. I know, that was really good. You can eat soap.
Is everybody sharpening? You sharpen yours, Greg, already?
Candies.
I got that on video too.
You know what? Okay. So take it easy. Alright guys, if you're done sharpening and somebody around you does not have a sharpener, please pass the sharpener around.
I got that on video. I got that on video.
That's a lot.
For like 3 days. She said when she burned, bubbles would come up.
But don't break it. Just bear with it. Okay guys, we learned how to sharpen a pencil in elementary school. We got any elementary school kids in here? Then everybody
Trevor.
know how to do it. Let's go.
You're still in elementary school?
Okay, well, while y'all are sharpening, some of y'all that might be a little bit slower than others. As a baby, God takes away the non-ability to walk and or speak. These things are the shavings that fall off your pencil. Now that the lead is exposed from the wood of the pencil, you are ready to begin your story. The graphite is used to write and or draw just like an author or artist would. Alright, now everybody, you got a little piece of paper. This is what I want you to do. From about the age 5 and back, write one word describing a memory that you have, anything, a blanket, a special passage, a special person, or you can sketch just a little picture of something that you remember or that you've had since you were that age. Does everybody understand what I'm saying?
So write
Write something,
an object of your
anything.
childhood.
It's a word. You can't write an object.
You can actually write an object. I mean, if you want to get
No, it's whatever you want to do. You can make it little, you can make it huge, however you want to do it. Something, anything that you want to write from the age 5 and before.
I had asthma. Can I write asthma?
You can write asthma.
Can we write people? I don't think so.
You can write people, write anything. You can write mom, dad, because you kind of had to have them.
How do you spell blanket?
Asthma, I don't know.
A-S. Why you can't be smart? A-S. Why you can't be smart? S-P.
This so crazy.
We got slow people in the front. Sorry about the delay, guys.
That's for you.
Okay, who does not have something wrote down? Raise your hand. Okay, so you don't count, camera guy. Alright, so let's move this process along. Should have known we'd be waiting on Whitney. of friends or loved ones. But who in here knows what happens when you use a wooden pencil for too long?
It gets short. It gets dull.
It gets dull. There it is. Give this girl a trophy right now. But it gets dull. Okay?
Wait, what did that mean? Nothing.
Or the lead can break. Who has ever been writing and you're in the flow and it breaks and you're like, oh.
That's why we use it.
Okay, everybody's done that, so whoever didn't raise your hand your whole lives. Okay, anyways. Well, the lead can just break out of nowhere. Even if you have just now got done sharpening it, it can be the perfect. Has anybody ever got that perfect sharpen where you're like, yes, and then it's like, you're like,
or the lead comes right out, like it just pulls right
the lead
out.
comes out.
Yes, that makes me sad.
You're like,
Okay.
Yes.
So what I want y'all to do, everybody get your lead, use your thumb, and break it off into your bowl.
Got it.
Please don't stab yourself in the eye or hurt yourself, please.
I know this one
It's
girl.
not very complicated.
I was like, listen, I was in first grade. This was
What?
I've done that. It's fun.
You
It's so
back
fun.
there, brother.
Do it. Try right here.
Freaking trying to smoke us out?
I look like.
Okay, has everybody broke their lid off? Everybody
like
can do it. Okay. This is the time in your life that you feel like you just can't do it anymore. The times when you feel like you want to give up. Your story is becoming more difficult now because your lid is wearing down. These are really hard times, not just for young adults, but for everyone. Your story is going to continue, but it is going to take a little help from your sharpener. And who remembers what the sharpener is?
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay, so right now, spiritually, you're in the flow. You're writing your story. You're doing good. Everything's going great. But either you haven't been connected to God in a while, and your lead is getting a little bit dull, or something has just happened in your life that made your lead break. So, what needs to happen is you need to, with the pencils, you need to get your sharpener, and spiritually, you need to get reconnected with God. And what this will do, this will re-sharpen your pencil. So everybody, Greg's ahead of everybody, start sharpening your pencil again. And guys, as you're doing this, think about something that has happened in your life that would cause your walk with God to just instantly stop or become slow. Spiritually, what you're doing right now, you're literally taking things, people, anything, you're shaving them off of your life so that your lead can come back into place and you can continue writing your story. Okay, the things that you shaved off of your pencil can vary from friends, a pet, a spirit of anger, a mindset, or even a loved one that anybody might have lost. But the sharpener cannot work without you having your hand on it, helping it do the job that it was designed for. God doesn't always take things out of our life to hurt us. Our God is a loving God, and He takes these things away so that we may continue on our journey He has set in motion for us. So guys, just like with the pencil in life, sometimes when you feel like life's getting hard, and you just feel like you just can't do it no more, and you're not going anywhere, just think back to this pencil. There may be some things in your life that's blocking your lead, and you might need to just get reconnected with God and say, look, God, here I am. You know what's going on. I need you to help me out. And the thing, I know I've seen it a lot, nothing against girls in here, but y'all are the worst at this. When God's trying to take stuff off of y'all, He's sharpening you. Y'all are so worried about what is in that bowl. That's all y'all can focus on. Y'all are like, oh, I lost her. I thought we was going to be friends forever.
Come on now.
I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves here. Y'all know y'all do it. Some guys do it more than others. Guys try to act like they don't do it, but I'm going to tell y'all, yeah, we do. We lose our boy from 8th grade, and we're like, nah, I ain't worried about him. I'm good. I'm good. But really, inside, guys, yeah, we hurt. We do look at our little white bowl sometimes and just look at the things we've lost. And just like, man, I can't believe I lost that. I thought me and him was going to be boys forever. Just like with you ladies. Y'all got your spiritual white bowl, and you can see all the things that God has taken out of your life, and you're like, why did God do that to me? Why do I deserve this? Guys, don't focus on what's in your spiritual white bowl, guys. God took them things out of your life for a purpose. God took them things out of your life so that your lead could be exposed and your story could continue. He's not doing it to hurt you, I promise.
Right.
That's good.
The pencil that you hold in your hand represents our entire life. We are so young and we are not even halfway through our pencil yet. Okay, everybody look at your pencil right now. You have more than half of that thing left, correct? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay guys, so picture that as your life. In the stage that most of us are in right now, we have just now begun to sharpen our pencil. We have things in store for us that we don't even know about. We have huge things. We have movements. Like I know PJ talks about this man a lot, and I'm going to reference him real quick. When Matt Pitt, I don't know how many of y'all know his story, but he was going through a hard time with drugs and everything. Spiritually, all that was, y'all, his pencil, he just hadn't been connected to God. And his lead was wearing down. And he was like, okay, what do I do? And his mom was a really big helper that helped him get back connected with his sharpener, or God. So God got in his life, and he began to take things away, friends, some people, and just kept beginning to mold him, and his lead come back into place. And that's where Matt Pitt has been able to continue his story. And I believe that every time an event takes place in here, or at the basement, wherever, we should all just open up and be like, God, I'm a pencil, you're the sharpener, do what you were designed for. Just let him take things off your life that we do not need anymore. There are going to be times in our lives that we make mistakes, just like writing a paper with a pencil when you make a mistake. Okay, this is what I want everybody to do. Get your piece of paper again and write down something that you struggle with. Just anything in the world. It can be anger, a horrible driver, anything. The fear of barbershops. Right here.
Lotion, beer lotion.
Heck yeah, that stuff's Satan. Okay, has everybody wrote down one thing that they struggle with? If you have not, raise your hand. Sweet. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. When you make a mistake writing a paper with a pencil, what can you do? Okay. Why? Every pencil, you will never find a pencil that does not have an eraser. Okay? Just like with every one of us. From Dylan all the way to Michael, all of us are allowed to make mistakes. God gave us a spiritual eraser, guys. All we have to do to spiritually erase our mistakes is just go to God and be like, look, God, I need forgiveness. So right now, I want all y'all, the word or the phrase that you wrote down, erase it completely off your paper.
Completely?
Yeah.
No, Michael, halfway.
Okay, guys. Y'all see how easy that right there was? You might have had to blow off the little extra pieces. But just as easy as it was to erase that word, just flip the pencil over, erase it. That is how easy it is to ask God for forgiveness. God is quick to forgive us. There will never be, I promise you, there will never be a time in your life when you have messed up and you go to God and you say, God, please just forgive me. I know I was wrong. Just forgive me. There will never be a time that He will not forgive you. I guarantee you. Our God is just, honestly, it blows my mind. He is such a loving God. We can mess up every single day for 12 years. And one time going, God, just please forgive me, wipes every bit of that away.
That's right.
And right, just like it says in Psalms 103:12, as far as the east is from the west, so far He has removed our transgressions from us. What that's saying, the east to the west, out of the earth, not even bound by the earth, all the way into space. That's how far God casts our sins when we ask for forgiveness. It also says in the Bible that when we ask, it's just forgotten. Like if you just say, for example, you mess up and you come on a Wednesday night and you're like, God, please forgive me. Yeah, you're going to go home and you're going to think about that mess up. You're going to be like, I still can't believe I've done that. I know I asked for forgiveness, but I still can't believe I've done that. That's not how God works. Your mind may work that way, but God will be like, what are you talking about? I don't even remember that. You done that? For real? And He's just like, you asked for forgiveness, so to me, it's gone. Now, what I want everybody to do, take a good look at your pencil shavings. What do you usually do with these? You throw them in the trash, right? Some of you try to hold on to these things and keep them around as long as you can. But these little pieces of wood came off your pencil for a specific reason. You didn't require them anymore. Just like in life. When you lose a friend or lose a loved one, yeah, it hurts. I know everybody is allowed to grieve. I'm not saying don't do that, because that is an important part of losing a loved one. But God takes certain things like a friend or a spirit of anger. And like I said, He does not always take physical stuff. Like a spirit of anger or anything like that. He takes that off of your life for a very specific reason. We may not understand it, and we may not understand why God has took this away from us, but God's plan is not for us to understand. If it was, then I don't even know. But everything God sets in motion for our life is not for our understanding. Like in the Bible, it says, lean not on your own understanding. That's a perfect way to say it. I mean, like, for example, everybody knows Zach down there, the drummer. Okay, I'm just going to take a personal reference because this is the best way I can explain it to y'all. When our churches become two, Zach left, and it really hurt me because me and Zach didn't talk for 5 to 6 years. I mean, and me and him were like, we were born together. Our moms were together when they met our dads. We was just that close, a whole life. And the whole time he was gone, I was like, man, why would God take away my best friend? Why would He do? What did I do to deserve this? Guys, it's not nothing you've done to deserve that. It was just God taking it out of your life so that you could continue writing your story and continue on the journey that He has set in motion for you. Like, I believe if Zach had never left, I wouldn't be standing here with y'all today. I'm not saying Zach is a bad influence. He's a killer guy. I love him to death. But I could not have just grown spiritually the way that I needed to while Zach was around. Does everybody understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I hope everyone knows now that the complicated thing that we call life can be simplified all the way down to something as simple as a number 2 wooden pencil. Don't hold on to things that are gone. They are gone for your benefit so that you can continue and become the amazing young man or woman of God that He has called you to be. In Isaiah 43:18, do not remember the former things, neither consider the things of old. And that was my last verse right there. Let me close this real quick. And guys, seriously, what I really want y'all to understand about this little message, I guess, right here, is that God is not a mean kid with a magnifying glass. I know that's the most cliche thing in the world to say, but it's so true. For those of y'all that don't know what that means, a kid with a magnifying glass gets on an anthill and he focuses the sun's rays and burns the ant. That's not what God does to us. God's not sitting there going, hey, see how much I can hurt this guy. I promise you, that's not what's happening. God looks at your life and He sees, okay, this person is being a hindrance, stopping them to going where I have called them to be. And God cares so much for us that when He sees that, He realizes, okay, I got to step in. I got to remove some things from their life. And I know a lot of y'all, when y'all lose a friend, y'all are so quick to shoot down God. Like, why did He take that from me? What have I done? Like I said, guys, please, I just keep shooting this at you because I want y'all to believe it. God does not take things out of our life to hurt us. Everything He does is for our good.
Coming to the heart, joy is exploding.